Welcome to the Visual Art Glossary. Works of art can be divided into two basic categories: two-dimensional art or flat works, and three-dimensional art or sculptures. Styles of visual art include representational, abstract, and non-representational or non-objective. Representational art is used to portray or depict in a realistic manner. Abstract art is artwork in which the subject matter is stated in brief, simplified manners. Little or no attempt is made to represent images and objects, and they're often simplified or distorted. Non-objective or non-representational art has no recognizable object as an image. Surrealism stresses subconscious or non-rational imagery in a super-realistic manner. Portrait is a likeness of a person, especially the face, and it often also refers to a vertical orientation of an image. A still life is an arrangement or work of art showing a collection of inanimate objects. A landscape is art depicting natural scenery or the land, and usually has a horizontal orientation. A seascape is a sketch, painting, or photograph depicting a view of the sea. A cityscape is a view or depiction of a city. A focal point is the place in a work of art on which the attention becomes centered. The illusion of space is created in ways that artists create a sense of depth on a flat surface. Some techniques include overlapping, by placing an object or a shape over and partly covering a more distant shape. Perspective can also be used, a technique depicting a mathematical system of spatial relationships, including size, intensity, and detail. Point of view refers to the angle from which the viewer sees the object. The illusion of space can be given through use of foreground that appears to be nearer to the viewer or in front. Objects appear largest, darkest, and most detailed. The middle ground appears between the background and the foreground, and objects there appear smaller, less intense, and less detailed. The background appears farthest from the viewer, and those objects appear smallest. They're the least intense and the least detailed. Foreground, middle ground, and background is illustrated here in this photograph. Perspective, 1 point. Lines appear to go away from the viewer and meet in a single point on the horizon. The horizon line is the line that forms the visual boundary between the earth and the sky. The vanishing point is the point at which the lines converge and seem to disappear. Figure drawing refers to the sketching or drawing of the human figure. Contour and gesture. Contour line drawing is drawing as though the drawing tool were moving along the edges and ridges of the form. A gesture drawing is a quick and loose drawing to show movement. Light and shadow is used to communicate the time of day or season, the environment, the texture, and the form. Sculpture is the art of carving, modeling, welding, building, or producing a three-dimensional work of art. And there are three kinds of sculpture: relief, intaglio, and in the round. Relief refers to sculpture that protrudes from a flat surface. Intaglio is an incised carving sunk below the flat surface. In the round is a three-dimensional work of art meant to be viewed in 360 degrees and is often freestanding. Some resources to further your study are the Elements of Design and Principles at Wikipedia, and also the VAPA Standards and Framework.